Praful Patel? Absent? Not. Given the name? Okay. Dr. Fauzia Khan.
Thank you, sir. Sir, while taking the values of Insaniyat, Kashmiriyat and Jamhuriyat forward, I truly hope that in the upcoming year, we shall not be discussing this budget here in this parliament, sir, but it shall be rightfully being discussed in the union territory itself by a democratically elected government, a democratically elected assembly, sir. That will be true Kashmiriyat and true Jamhuriyat and a true tribute to the vision of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. As I speak about the budget on the supplementary demand, sir, I would like to say that जिस तरह हमारे घर के साथ एक सुंदर बगीचा होता है, उस तरह हमारे देश का सुंदर गुलिस्तान ये कश्मीर है और हर भारतीय नागरिक चाहता है कि कभी ना कभी उस कश्मीर को जाए और उसकी सुंदरता देखे। एक कविता है सर, जहाँ पर बर्फ गिरती है, जहाँ पत्थर के नीचे फूल खिलते हैं, जहाँ चश्मे उबलते हैं, जहाँ बारिश बरसती है, बरसती बारिशों में भी जहाँ कोहसार चलते हैं, चलो कश्मीर चलते हैं। सर, इस कश्मीर को जिसको जन्नत कहा गया है, the Garden of Eden, we have to remove the Satan from this Garden of Eden. And just as my colleague Mr. Vivek Tankha, who is a member of the Indian National Congress and also a Kashmiri Pandit himself, he spoke brilliantly on the way forward, sir. And this should be the attitude. We have to move forward. He spoke about a private member's bill that he is bringing up. I'm looking forward to that bill, and I hope that for the rehabilitation of Kashmiri Pandits, some concrete steps we will take forward. Sir, I'm reminded of acts, noble acts, which I myself have experienced when I went to Kashmir. On 10th of August, sir, an act of fraternity and valor, which I think should be more highlighted than any wounds that are there. So I would like to highlight a small incident. On 10th of August 21, Gulzar Ahmad Nimrohi, Nasir Ahmad, Akhtar Hussain, Irshad Ahmad, Nasir Ahmad, it is a team of police personnel who went on a rescue operation in Gulmarg, in the higher ridges of the Pir Panchal hilltop ridge, 4,000 meters above sea level, at 3 a.m. at night, sir. There was a tourist, his name, Parag Gautam, from Uttar Pradesh. He was stranded there, left to die. He had met with an accident, and this rescue team went, and at midnight, in all those harsh, stormy conditions, where it is so difficult even to walk, they went, they gave this tourist CPR, they carried him on his back, on their backs, and through that harsh terrain they brought, and that person survived. Sir, this is a real act which must be noted, highlighted, but these police personnel were just given a reward of 100 rupees one time. No recognition, no suitable compensation, no reward, no promotion. Sir, how will people risk their lives to go on such rescue operations if we don't take note of it? I have written to the Honorable Home Minister, but nothing of it. This is not the single act which must have happened. There may be millions of them. People risk their lives to save other lives, and they don't see which community the person belongs to. So such acts must be recognized, and here in Parliament we must resolve that whenever there is an act of humanity or fraternity, it must be highlighted, sir. Sir, when I come to the budget, a major part of the budget allocation to the Union Territory, sir.
That's all. He is on a police reporter, Mr. Fauzia Khan. चलिए बोलिए, आप बोलिए.
का नाम लिए हैं क्योंकि माननीय गृह मंत्री जी का नाम
जी
महोदय, मेरा कहना स्पष्ट है कि जैसे इन्होंने कहा, मैडम बोली, माननीय सदस्या बोली कि चाहे किसी भी समुदाय का हो, तो मैं कह रहा हूं कि कश्मीर में जो भी बहादुरी और वीरता के लिए
So what is the point of
जम्मू
order
कश्मीर
here?
पुलिस नहीं, आप नाम
what is the point of order?
किसी भी संप्रदाय का हो,
planning commentary. Don't I have allowed him. Give the clarification.
वहाँ के सारे पुरस्कारों को देखिए, मैं भी वहाँ गया था, या जो भी इस प्रकार के लोग बलिदान देने वाले हैं या कठिन परिस्थितियों में काम करने वाले हैं, तो पुरस्कार का शायद मतलब नहीं समझती। इस तरह के एक काम के लिए किसी को सहयोग दिया, उसको कौन सा राज पुरस्कार देते हैं? जम्मू कश्मीर में तो भले 100 रुपया दिया गया हो, लेकिन पुरस्कार के रूप में दिया जाए। और आज भी शहादत के जम्मू कश्मीर के पुलिस बलों को या सुरक्षा बलों को जिस प्रकार का सम्मान जाता है, एक रिकॉर्ड है। पहले का रिकॉर्ड उठा कर देखिए, और इस सरकार द्वारा जो क्लैरिफिकेशन है देखिए, और कभी किसी संप्रदाय के हिसाब से कोई पुरस्कार या नहीं दिया जाता है, लेकिन जम्मू कश्मीर के रिकॉर्ड को उठाकर देखिए, वहाँ कोई किसी भी प्रकार का न भेदभाव है और नहीं और वहाँ पुरस्कार का झड़ी भी है, और उसी तरह वहाँ के वीर जवानों को उसी प्रकार का सम्मान भी दिया जाता है।
Thank you.
Justice to me.
फौजिया खान, आपको नहीं बुला, फौजिया खान.
So what is the point of order?
I have called Fauzia Khan. Please continue. Little later. Let us finish. I will allow you. Let us finish first. I will allow you. बोलिए. I will allow the LOP. LOP has always preference, but she also has her own preference. She has to. No, it was a clarification she has made. If she is not satisfied, it is not for you. It is his suggestion.
Sir, under what rule did he raise that point of order? This is injustice to me, sir. Sir, this is injustice to me.
वन मिनट, मैं आपका रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं, क्यों आप हमारे साथ बहुत दिन से थे। मैं आपका रिस्पेक्ट भी करता हूं, आपसे मिला भी हूं, आपके स्टेट में भी आया हूं, सब मालूम है आप कैसे हैं। लेकिन मुझे ये मालूम कौन सा पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर किस रूल में उन्होंने कहा। एक
Mr. LOP.
एक मिनट,
I am on my leg. Please be seated. I will name you otherwise. Mr. LOP, I have heard you. Okay, I have heard you, not fully heard. All right, I agree. Now, you cannot comment on the chair. You are also a very old member of parliament. You are a very senior member of parliament, and there are many senior members of parliament. You cannot comment on the chair. Please keep it in mind. Now you continue.
I am not commenting, I am appreciating your spirit, how conduits also become very loyal to the party, whatever it may be.
It's a comment again. What is it?
संसद सदस्य रहे हैं, चेयर पर इस तरह का कमेंट करना, चेयर के बारे में इस तरह का कमेंट करना निश्चित तौर से जो संसदीय नियम है उसके खिलाफ तो है ही, लेकिन संसदीय मर्यादाओं के खिलाफ है और माननीय लीडर ऑफ द अपोजिशन को इसमें खेद व्यक्त करना चाहिए।
सर, मैंने कोई चेयर को डिसरेस्पेक्ट करने की बात नहीं की।
I'll go through the record. If any comment is against the
But
chair,
only my question
then
and-
it will be removed. It will be removed. Fauzia Khanji.
Sir, only that under what
You
rule I
want to
said.
call the next speaker? You want to speak?
Yes. Sir, thank you. And I just couldn't comprehend why the word fraternity has raked up so much ruckus, sir. I will like to talk about the budget. A major part of the budget allocation to the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, sir, has been set aside to meet the revenue deficit gap and resource gap of the Union Territory, sir. The question is, will the locals have to wait another year for a special announcement or a special package? Many promises have been made, sir, regarding unemployment. On November 27th, the BJP released its election manifesto for the DDC polls, promising 70,000 jobs. Sir, on 3rd June 2021, senior MP from BJP, Shri Syed Zafar Islam, promised 25,000 jobs before 2020, saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is determined to develop the Union Territory. However, as on February 2nd, 22, unemployment in Jammu and Kashmir has remained at 15%, which is much higher than the average of 6.57% in the rest of the country, sir. In the budget of 22-23, the total revenue budget for the social sector is 23,060 crores. That is only 0.47% on labor and employment, only 0.47%. My question is, what is the status of these promised jobs, and what specifically are our interventions, and on what is this social sector expenditure actually being made, because no employment unemployment is getting reduced according to this report, sir. As far as PMAY is concerned, sir, PMAY-G, the promise of completion of houses by 2022, according to an unstarred question, question number 1188, on the 9th of February 21, a target of 1,65,766 houses have been allocated to the Jammu and Kashmir, sir, out of which 1,33,259 beneficiaries have been sanctioned and 36,650 houses have been completed only by 5th February 21. That is a measly 27% only, sir. So I would like to know what is the completion status of these sanctioned houses. Sir, my last point is, sir, there is lack of targeted plans and budgetary interventions for MSMEs, horticulture, tourism, and industry in Jammu and Kashmir. These are very important sectors considering the state. The President of Kashmir Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Sheikh Ashik, said, "We were expecting big announcements for the revival of businesses. Till the present, businesses in Jammu and Kashmir are not offered a hand-holding. Unemployment will only go up. We expected special schemes for local entrepreneurs." Sir, the National Conference spokesperson, Imran Nabi Dar, said, "The budget has failed to tackle the problems of unemployment and inflation. It will only increase inequality and leave the largest section of our population, including the unemployment youth, artisans, horticulturists, etc., etc." Sir, I would just like to read out the figures. Section-wise revenue, sector-wise revenue expenditure, economic sector, 5,800 crores, only 3.9% on tourism, sir, Why is tourism not being used to create more employment? It is a tourism-centric state where not even a single focus on any employment and any scheme related to tourism is there, sir, in the schemes that have been made for the tourism sector. Sir, there are other points. I will end, because my time is up, with the words, true peace is not merely the absence of war. It is the presence of justice. And this is what we need in Jammu and Kashmir, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
धन्यवाद
पहले बोलना चाहिए, if you agree. बोलिए.